Well, good morning, Mod and Pop Thrift. My name's Tom, stay-at-home dad extraordinaire for my 6 children and a full-time eBay reseller. My wife is a high school math teacher, but she is on maternity leave at the moment. Any of you guys ever deal with diverticulosis and an inflammation in that called diverticulitis? It's not fun. Kept me out of, I did about a half a day of work yesterday, and it really struggled to get through. And then today I'm getting there, but kind of forgot that I was supposed to be making a video. So let me just throw these things up. Maybe you guys saw that already. Yeah, and that and that. I bought this huge lot of forks. I wouldn't hold this up anyway because it's a giant lot of silverware, and it was like $3 for the bag, and it sold for $29 plus shipping. Rogers Victor Stainless Flatware, Korea. It helps to be able to look up the name and know what you have, but it's not the end all be all. And then at the Disney kitchen collector folks yard sale that I bought a whole bunch of stuff that's in this box. I bought some Ziploc bags full of bumper stickers. This bumper sticker sold for $12.49, and if I had to guess, I would say that was probably free shipping. And it was an older bumper sticker. All of that stuff was probably Y2K, or maybe a couple of years before and after 2000, so it's all 20 years old. And those two things sold, and I think everything else that sold, you guys have, that I'm shipping this morning, you guys have already seen. I just was in no shape to continue shipping yesterday when I was shipping the things that I made the last video for, and so I quit in the middle, and stuff, 7 items would have been late if I hadn't just gone into the system and printed the labels, and then I'm getting them out this morning. That's something that I don't like to do, but I do it from time to time because it's better to have it not uploaded on time than it is to have it. There's a lot more wiggle room in your metrics for having the label printed, but not at the post office than there is for not printing the label in a timely manner. So I'm still working on shipping. I'm still working on medical issues, but we're getting through it today. I'll show you what else I've got. It's a lot more comfortable for me to stand right now, so that's why we're at a different angle. How about Skylanders? These all have a number on the bottom that is going to be like, this one is 871-76888. I think all of them end in an 888, but they all have an 8-digit code on the bottom that makes them compable. Levi found a set with her in it, and he comped it and realized it was worth good money. And then we found this one individually, and it sold for $12 plus shipping. And so Skylanders can be good. They aren't always good, so just your mileage may vary. Comp them out. But if you see this girl, my thought is like buying comic books, Beanie Babies. There are some that you can make a little bit of money on, but for the most part, they're junk. So don't spend a bunch of money thinking you're going to make a bunch of money on Skylanders. And that's weird. Somebody declined an offer, sent me a $2 offer on an item that was listed for $4. I was like, I don't really want to sell something for $2, but I felt like I have it listed for $4. So I came back at $3.25. They declined $3.25, and then it sold for $4. So I don't know if that was a different buyer. I just got all those notifications all at once on my phone. I'm going to pack her up and get her out of here. Yahtzee! Picked up Yahtzee for like $2.16 or something. And sold for $12 free shipping. Hardly worth messing with because it's going to be a pain in the butt to ship. Same buyer who bought that Corvette t-shirt the other day came back into the store and bought this same size, very similar print one yesterday. I wish they would have bought them at the same time. but the one's already gone and that one's up. Walt Disney World, little Tinkerbell in the cup, the castle on both sides. Cool cup. This did not come from that same yard sale as the bumper sticker. I don't know where it came from. $16 free shipping. It's a little bit of a mess on the inside. A lot of buyers don't care about that, but it is definitely something that you would want to mention. I paid $20 for this at a garage sale, thinking that I was scoring huge 3 years ago. And I listed it, got home, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can list it for as high as I was hoping. And then I listed it for $50 and lowered it and put it on sale and lowered it and ended up taking an offer for $28 free shipping, which means somebody got a really good deal on this coat. But man alive, I would have thought that it would have been worth a whole lot more. And I kept getting low offers on it too. So I don't know what exactly the deal is on it. Woolrich, vintage Woolrich is really good. Woolrich tends to do well. This did not perform at all. I went to a yard sale in the middle of the summer and I found a whole bunch of cassettes that were like kind of junk cassettes, but like 10 or 12 George Straits, 10 or 12 Alabama, and then some kind of interesting things. And anyway, they were all in these. And these are individual pieces of storage. And she's like, I said, how much do you want for that, for the cassette storage? And she's like, I was hoping to get $2 for all the tapes and you can take the cases with them. So these cases like are reconfigurable. You can even do this way. You can even do like in the middle. And I got 8 here. So this is 8. And then this is another 3. So there's 11 total. I paid like $2 for all of it. Sold some of the cassettes off. And those I didn't list forever. And I don't know why. They sold for $90 free shipping. These are worth like $10 a piece. And I was like, well, if I got 11 of them, let's go with $9. Let's go with $90 free shipping. And they sold. Okay, so we got a couple of sweaters here. This one is The Mountain. I found it at a yard sale for $3. The thing's still tied together and it has a barcode on the front. You can't, it's faded, but it used to be a barcode. And it is by The Mountain 2013. I paid $3 for a couple of these, and this one, I got one left. The 2 that feature canine animals, so like a wolf and a dog, sold, or maybe they were both wolves, I don't know. $26.99 free shipping, and then this Jansen vintage geometric knit, just a cool older sweatshirt if you're into that sort of thing. Sold for $15 plus shipping. And I got to ship the tape storage and those 2 sweaters, and that'll be everything for today. So this is the Coke button that ended up selling for $4 plus shipping. Buyer made an offer of $2.50 and I countered at $3.25 and they declined and bought it at full price. So that's weird, but here it is and it sold. This came out of a box of hats that I bought. I bought a lot of hats from Donald for 75 cents a piece, and that means it's been like a year. Sold for $9 on an offer. Sold for $9 plus shipping. So this Nomad was featured in a recent video. I picked it up for $2.84, and it sold for $15, I think, free shipping. It's neat. Doors open. Not worth a tremendous amount, but I didn't pay very much for it, and it sold right away. Same video, I picked these up for $7, and it is just a bunch of they're all listed 1980 or 1981, and it's 14. The special delivery one is messed up, so I called it 14. This one is messed up. There's 15 books here, but this one, you can just pull all the sleeves out because it's pulled out of the binding, or all the pages out. Anyway, this sold just as quick as this for $29 plus shipping. And same video as those two. I paid $5 for these skates. Turns out they're supposed to have a size tag right there where that black mark is, but they don't. They are unsized. I did enough research to guess that they're size 11. I wasn't confident about them, and they don't have a size, so I listed them for 30 bucks and they did sell. And so those 3 items sold in a couple of days for decent profit, and you guys just saw me pick them up. How hardcore would you have to be? This is a real bull ring. If you're into that sort of thing, this thing goes around a septum of a bull and becomes its lead. That's a legit bull ring. I got it in a flat at an auction. Didn't even know what it was at the time. Did some research. I wasn't bidding on this. Paid like $7 for the flat and got some toys and other stuff. And it sold for $18 plus shipping. And then the other day, you guys were with me at Goodwill, and we picked up these York vintage. These are 3 pounds a piece, so they're 6 pounds. They're small enough that they're going to go in a flat rate padded envelope, and I'll wrap them in cardboard so they don't just bust right through. I paid like $3 and they sold for $28 free shipping. But like I said, they might cost me $8 to ship because they should fit into a padded flat rate. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy, mac and cheesy. Those are ready to go. I would never have sourced these intentionally, but a friend of mine sold me a big box full of stuff, and these were part of it. These 2 are sealed first and third seasons, and then there's the second season that's open, and then the season series finale that's open. Took forever, but eventually they did sell for $12.99 plus shipping. Got 2 of this same drill recently at Goodwill. One I paid $20 for a bag full of tools, and that is this specific one. The other one I paid like $4 for, and they're exactly the same condition. I listed them both for $28 free shipping each, and one of them sold. So then those I've had that one for like 2 weeks, and the other one I've had for like almost a week. Paid 50 cents for this The Hobbit at Helping Hands thrift store in Chillicothe. And older copies of anything Tolkien can do really, really well. I don't know how old this one is. It's not like super old. It's like 60s, I think. But I always comp Tolkien, and if it's 50 cents, I'm going to pick it up. This Scarface t-shirt we picked up at a yard sale for $1. Hindsight, it was not a good pickup. It had some defects, like some woman, probably woman, wore it with glitter in their deodorant. So it had glittery armpit stains, which was odd. And then it just wasn't a good shirt. I did not comp it or the Matrix shirt that I bought $1 a piece. A lot of times I'm not going to comp a t-shirt for $1 a piece. I'm just going to go with my gut. And it did sell for $5.40 plus shipping. I had it on a $6 and had a watcher, and so I sent them a 10% off offer, and they paid. More porter cable. This would be the battery charger for that drill. I have a battery that is no good. I put the battery on here and it showed up as no good. So I'm assuming that it works well because it detected not good. So at the Everything's $1 garage sale, I bought a tote full of toys for $10. This was one of them, and it sold for $13 plus shipping, I think. Pretty cool piece. It's to collect your Chuck E. Cheese tokens when you're at the, you put it on your belt and you keep your tokens in there because you're a Chuck E. Cheese baller. And then the juicer we picked up for $5. I told you guys that the tool to remove the blade would sell first. This is the second piece to sell, and the tool still hasn't sold, but this sold for $14 free shipping. Out at Spoon River Drive, I picked up a couple of Mark McGuire vintage pieces, and this t-shirt I paid like $1 for. It's a cut tag, but I think it's an extra large, dated 1998. But as it turns out, when you besmirch the entire game of baseball with your doping and record breaking because you're doping, nobody wants your stuff. So that sold for $11.99 free shipping. And then I bought a DVD player that hangs from the ceiling to put in our van. And I couldn't get it to work right. I bought it used at a garage sale for 10 bucks. So I didn't have a lot of confidence that it would work. But I tried it and it did. I couldn't get it to work. I sold the remote, and as of yet I haven't placed that. But if you're here to learn what's worth selling and what's not, then it doesn't matter whether or not I've got it. It sold, took a long time, $12.99 free shipping. It'll be super easy to ship, but it took a long time to sell. I'm not sure I would list it again, especially considering that it's gone. Desiree found a bunch of these and she paid $10 a piece for them. They're cookie jars, so that top thing pulls off of there. She paid 10 bucks a piece for like 6 of them, and we've sold a few for 45. Somebody sent me an offer on this one for $42.50, and it sold. And over here we have Dora the Explorer, and it is old, 2003. And it's just a lunch tray that we paid 50 cents for at the Spoon River Drive yard sales. It sold for $13.50 plus shipping. And I've had it since the first weekend in October, which is when Spoon River Drive yard sales are, if you didn't know. This bowl down here, I paid $2 and change for. It's got weird cranes on, but it's got a barcode, and it's brass, and it's patinaed. I paid $3 at Goodwill, and I listed it for $19.99 or something, and I took a best offer of $17 and change, but then I just noticed just now that the buyer paid $37 shipping or some craziness, so I'm sure I'll make some money on the shipping. I do reasonably well on this kind of vintage IP beds. Like, this is just a flat sheet and it's just repeated Jasmine and Raja, and it's it came from Everything's a Dollar sale. Couldn't be much easier to deal with. It sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Something else from the Disney kitchen collector garage sale. This is a really desirable tea kettle. It has 2 holes and it makes a noise that is not like a normal tea kettle. This one you can see is gross and has a big whammo in it. Still, this is a very desirable one. If you found one like in the box, they're $80. This one I sold for $20 plus shipping, but I only gave $3 for it. So this I paid like $3.50 for, and said, oh, that should sell really fast and for good money. And then I listed it with the wrong part number, and I was like, why didn't that sell yet? And then I listed it with the right part number, and it sold in a couple of days for $30 free shipping. Food Saver stuff does really well, especially this time of year. And then down here we have a hoodie that I've had a long time. Arizona State University. That's a Coliseum tag. And then it's a size medium. I have no idea where this came from. But I do reasonably well with Sun Devils stuff, so I pick it up when it's cheap. And this sold $13.99 plus shipping. And that is everything that what sold today. It is Wednesday, and yeah, I'll get all that stuff shipped out here pretty quick. I had a bunch go out. My sales declined a little bit, but I haven't really been listing much because I haven't really been feeling great. But Q4 is in full swing anyhow. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking the bell, following, all the things that you do. We'll see you in the next one.